In the 90s, a certain director that we all know, Quentin Tarantino, came out with Reservoir Dogs and changed independent cinema. Pulp Fiction did even better, changed the way we saw movies even, and there's many mimics happened on the format of Pulp Fiction, and many wannabe Tarantino movies came out in the 90s, spawning its own crime genre and Best Picture, winning the Oscar for writing, Best Screenplay. How do you follow up Pulp Fiction and the success of Pulp Fiction? There's a lot of hype going into his next project. And instead of doing like a Pulp Fiction-esque movie, what does Tarantino decide to do? He decided to do an adaptation of an Elmore Leonard novel, Rum Punch, Jackie Brown. And we now have Jackie Brown on 4K. Jackie Brown, I was late to the game on Jackie Brown. I was told that it wasn't as good, it wasn't one of his best, and then I also heard it is one of his best. So there was mixed reviews in my head, and I just put it off. I tried to read Run Punch, made a couple chapters, and I was like, screw it. I'm gonna put in my Blu-ray, and then my life was changed. Shortly after that, Robert Forster died. I was lucky enough to go to a double billing in New Beverly to see Alligator and Jackie Brown. I have both Alligator and Jackie Brown on 4K. Robert Forster played a detective in Alligator, and Alligator is this, Jaws ripoff, this creature feature. It's quite good, but he plays his character in this B movie. It's a detective, and he's really likable, talking about his hair and all this stuff. And so I read about Quentin Tarantino having Robert Forster in mind to play Max Cherry in Jackie Brown because he saw Alligator and was a big fan of Robert Forster's films and his work, and just he's seen Robert Forster in public at the diners over in LA, and he was like, I'm going to have you in something eventually. And then the time came. Jackie Brown was the film, pairing Robert Forster with Pam Grier in this homage to blaxploitation films. Just Jackie Brown is completely different in pace, at least. As much as it is, there is a crime elements, there is criminals in this. It's a complete departure of the pace. It's not fast paced. You wouldn't expect this from Quentin Tarantino. That's the genius of Jackie Brown. What really shines about Jackie Brown for me is Pam Grier and Robert Forster's relationship, performance. She's playing an aging stewardess. It's caught in between Ordell Roby, played by Samuel L. Jackson, his gun running and his scheming, and so she thinks she's in trouble with the law. She definitely is. She gets caught, busted with some cocaine and money and not declaring her 10,000 and whatever, stopped at the airport. Ordell has her bailed out, and Max Cherry is a bail bondsman, also an aging man, and basically a workaholic. Doesn't have much of a social life. Goes to see a movie at the mall once in a while, but that's about it. Goes and bails out Jackie Brown, and immediately falls head over heels for her. What it seems like. I mean, that scene where he's reading the book, and to his surprise, a beautiful woman's coming out of the jail cell, and they're practically on their first date in that car ride. And he's like, "You want to get a drink?" And she says, "I love a drink." So they hit it off. She steals his gun and confronts Ordell that same night, which brings Max back to her apartment. Every character is very intelligent in this film. That's what I love about it. Max Cherry has he's got his police background. Jackie Brown has her, she's always one step ahead of Ordell. Ordell has his business ideas of selling guns and getting out with all the money. Then he's got his side man, Lewis, who just got out of jail, played by Robert De Niro, who's against type. He's a big stoner in this, and just a lazy kind of bum criminal who's kind of doesn't have any social skills after being in jail. Then you have Bridget Fonda, who's sort of this flower girl, bikini, California angel, who really gets on Ordell's nerves, but she's always dependable for him, and he keeps her around because, that's what you do. I don't know, the music is amazing too. It's, mostly R&B and old school oldies, Delphonics. There's some Johnny Cash in here, Supremes. There's a big heist at the end, and you get every perspective on the the deal, that will it go down the right way, that they planned it, and who you're rooting for kind of thing. And I love the way that it's crafted and edited together at the end. We get all the different perspectives. And it culminates to this crazy climax that I think it's a classic Tarantino, but it makes a lot of sense for the film. And it's classic Elmore Leonard. It's like Elmore Leonard and Tarantino were a match made in heaven. Now, as far as this 4K transfer, it's a original camera negative scan of the 35mm print. I'm hoping it is like the personal print of Tarantino that I saw in theaters at New Beverly, because that was fantastic. And this looks fantastic. There's no Atmos track, but it's the same digital 5.1 surround that you get on the Blu-ray. This 4K provides more detail, more colors, better colors that are balanced. Skin tones look amazing. I mean, it looks, the grain is intact. I saw some like flicker of the film and stuff still there on this 4K transfer. Overall, it's the best it's ever looked on disc. It also includes the original Blu-ray. It has a new cover on it, but it's the same Blu-ray that came out prior with all the same special features on it. So unfortunately, no new special features. But the new 4K scan, the new Ultra disc, is on its own disc, and it contains the film. No special features on that disc, but the second disc, the Blu-ray, has all the special features on it. It's an amazing upgrade. If you haven't seen Jackie Brown, highly recommend it. Slipcover is pretty classy. I didn't get the Steelbook. I couldn't wait. I had to go get this at Walmart. I wanted it now. Yeah, there's comes with a digital code and a Blu-ray and the 4K disc in here. Real nice. So right now I want to give away my 4K digital code for Jackie Brown. So thanks for watching the video for this long. It's your lucky day. Please comment below saying that you got the code. If you missed out on the code, be sure to watch my reviews in the future. I'll probably start doing this more often, putting the codes in here. So it gives you more incentives to watch my videos, and I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, so that's why I'm doing this. Enjoy. Overall, Jackie Brown to me is one of the best Tarantino films. Maybe like top 3 for me. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, #1. Jackie Brown 2. I don't know. They're all great. I like them all. But Jackie Brown's definitely one that I go back to. I just absolutely adore this film. Have you guys seen Jackie Brown? Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. Did you pick up this new 4K? Let me know your thoughts on the new 4K. And if you like this video, please share it on social media. And as always, this has been Return to the Disc. I'm Dan.